Hi everybody, I'm Jessica Nicole Dickerson, aka JND, and welcome back to another video. So, in today's video, I'm kind of doing a graduation haul. So if you don't know, which you probably might not know unless you follow me on Twitter, but I announced that I graduated college. Pew, 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 pew. Today's video is all about the goodies that I got for myself and that my family helped me with to celebrate my graduation, because we do know during this time I didn't have a traditional graduation, and you know what, that's fine. I don't need that, but you know what, it also is nice to still treat yourself. So I got a few books that I'm very excited about. They're definitely hyped books, but I'm definitely hyped about them and I'm looking forward to them so much. And then I also got, it's not gonna be a secret because it's in the thumbnail, but I still feel like it needs a dramatic entry for my channel. I got a Switch. Okay, so yes, it's on trend to get a Switch right now. Everyone's getting it during quarantine time, which makes complete sense because it's like the perfect console for just everybody. But I was a big DS person when I was younger. I got my first DS in like middle school. I got like straight A's and my parents gave me a DS and I fell in love. And I was like, always played like Cooking Mama and like this backyard playground game and a bunch of stuff. So I definitely have, oh, and Pokemon games, like tons of those. So I definitely do love like the kind of format that this is in, and then I do really appreciate that the controllers come off and you can like play with it like that. It's just the perfect console, and I wanted this ever since going back into college. So when I went back into college 2018 during the spring, like the very beginning, January, I decided to go back to college and get a degree in theater arts so that way I could become like a professional actor and learn more about the industry. I decided when I graduate, I'm getting a Switch. I knew it came out that year or the year before, I believe, don't know, but I knew when I went in, I was like, you know what, to compel myself to get my degree, to motivate myself, besides, you know, personal motivations and stuff, I would reward myself with a Switch. So I feel like this feels more like substantial than a walk-in graduation, because I feel like those kind of graduations are definitely for your family members and things like that, whereas this is something that I can like look at and be like, I did it. You know, like I just feel so grateful. And I know this is gonna seem like I'm bragging, and I really don't mean to brag. If you take it as bragging, I can't really stop you there, but it's definitely not. I feel like I really worked hard for this. I've put myself into a lot of debt for this moment, this experience. I regret nothing about my college experience, even transferring and going to a different school at first. I don't regret it, and I knew it all built to lead me to this path that I got on, and it made me who I am, and it's so exciting. So I hope you don't think that I'm ungrateful. I am so grateful to my family members who supported me, to my teachers who educated me, to my friends who supported me, and the friends who didn't support me, because guess what, they both shaped who I am, and how I responded to them created the person that I am. But let's stop talking. You want to see the stuff, so let's dive into the books first, because I know it's a Booktube channel. Let's do what you guys probably are looking more forward to, some hyped some books. Let's do it. So the first one is, do I even need to mention it? Again, follow me on Twitter. I posted a very funny video of me opening this while looking hella trashy, but oh my god, y'all know I love Elizabeth Acevedo, and I've kind of put it off reading it because I do want to do a dedicated vlog where I solely read this and just talk about all my thoughts, and I do want it to be completely spoilery because I know people are reading this, and I'm so excited. This beauty, I cannot, I'm just, such a beautiful book, such a beautiful author, oh my god. So I don't know the synopsis for this exact book, and ignore the loud birds, but I know that these two sisters end up being related with a shared father, and it talks a lot about grief, because you know the phrase clap when you land. It's like celebrating that you've landed like on a plane, like you're like, we survived. So I'm very interested to see where it goes, and just flipping through I can see that there's a lot more poetic verses to this. It looks like it's all in stanzas, so I personally really like that, so I'm looking forward to it. So that's the first book that I pre-ordered a while ago, but came in clutch for graduation time, making me happy. I don't know what any of that means, but yeah. The next book I purchased on Book Depository a while ago, and it finally came in, and I'm so happy to finally share it with you guys because I think the cover is super gorgeous, and I think this is such an underrated author. So it is Jackpot by Nick Stone. Ooh. So her writing style is just really fun, and oh, this cover, gorgeous. So I believe this is about like a high school student who works another job. It's something about the lottery, like either she's trying to win the lottery, or she, like, there's a ticket out there in the world that she knows is the winning ticket and she's trying to grab it, something like that. I could totally read the back, but I'm not going to because I don't want to know too much before going into it. But Nick Stone writes just quirky, fun characters, and yes, I'm so excited to get this, and it's just such a beautiful book. I'm like, cute. If you could see the size of it, you could probably see the cover of it, you might be able to guess what it is. I let the hype steer me into this because I have been really digging urban fantasy. I really want more urban fantasy books. I forget what book I was reading that made me feel like I needed more urban fantasy in my life, but I read a book recently and I was like, I want more. I need more. So I got Crescent City, oh my god, by Sarah J Maas. So I also kind of want to do a vlog where I just read this book because I haven't read any Sarah J Maas books that are solely hers. The only one I've ever read was the Catwoman one for the DC Icon series, but obviously that's swayed to DC, the DC world, and her story, Catwoman's story, so probably didn't have too much leeway for her like plot. You know, she had to stick to a formula for DC. So I'm really excited because this is basically the first Sarah J Maas book I've ever read. Solely her idea, solely her premise, and it's super bad urban fantasy. I'm really digging it. And also this one came from Book Depository 2, I believe. Like, super stunning book. Super stunning. And I got a little cute Book Depository bookmark. Isn't it adorable? It's kind of promoting some other book, but I like this side's too cute. Like, how adorable. Yeah. But those are the two books that I got from Book Depository, Jackpot and Crescent City. And all I know about Crescent City is that I believe Blair, the main girl, like, she lost her family members and she has to save the world, or she has to save someone. Something is being saved. I know very little. I haven't watched any vlogs about Crescent City yet, so keeping it all under wraps. So I'm still surprised, still shocked, still enjoying the story while I read it, as I prefer. This next book is also a hyped book, but that's okay. I honestly don't think it's a problem to buy hyped books if you have like similar reading tastes to some book reviewers, and if you're in the beginning of your like booktube hunting career and you're like trying to see whose books you like or connect with. You kind of have to venture out and purchase books out of your comfort zone and see, will I like this, you know? So that's why I don't mind getting hyped books, because I know that'll help me narrow what I do like in the future. 2 cents from Jess. Okay, so this next book is definitely hyped, but I'm really excited for it because I did want more adult books like Crescent City. And this is, I don't know if this is considered urban fantasy, but I think it is. It has some mystical aspects, and it's Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I feel like this is a very polarizing book. Some people really love it, some people think it was really slow. I think the dark academia feel is really interesting, and I'm definitely in the mood for that urban fantasy, but with a really dark twist. And it's set in like a college setting, I believe, and it just sounds all so captivating, and it's something that I think really interests me. It's like what I want to read right now, you know? You feel? Do you feel? I'm very excited for this book, and I'm also excited just to see, because it's like super polarizing, so I don't know. This next book is also so hyped, but I did want to read it because it has to do with a library, and if that doesn't give it away, it really should. It is The Starless C by Erin Morgenstern. So I recently read A Sorcery of Thorns, which also has to deal with a library, like library aspects, books that can come to life. Super great book. And then also Strange the Dreamer, because Lazo Strange was a librarian, you know? So I feel like those books, oh, both of them were 5 stars, and they were so good. So I was like, is this about a library? I gotta hop on it. I also think this is a very polarizing book, but I feel like I just like books being talked about in books so much that this will definitely do it for me. But I definitely don't know the plot. Like I said, I don't know the plot for most of these books. So, and it's a gorgeous book, so I'm so excited. Oh, I forgot. Before I get into this last book, there's another book that I didn't even add on to the stack. I'm so slow. Okay. And it is The Chosen Ones by Veronica Roth. So I don't know if you guys know, if you've been on my channel long enough, but I do like Divergent. It's one of those series that really got me into reading. Same with Carve the Mark, her duology. It's so good. Not enough people talk about it. Syra is definitely a great character. I mentioned that duology in my last video, which you guys should go check out because I feel like not a lot of people got it in their inboxes. But you guys should go check out that video because it's cute. I talk about all the movies that I would want to be in if they made book to movie adaptations, so you should check it out. But Veronica Roth, came out with this new book, which is so interesting. It plays on the Chosen One trope, and basically the main girl character was prophesized to like defeat this evil villain that comes into their world, the Dark One. But I laugh because that's such a creative name to choose. Ooh. And it's funny because literally the first page of this makes fun of the fact that it's called the Dark One and no one could come up with a better name for a villain. It's hilarious. This girl, I believe she's a woman of color because she also brought up racist problems that happened with their Chosen One prophecy, because she's excluded because there's 5 Chosen Ones that were chosen to defeat this monster and she's kind of excluded from it. She's like, it's because people are racist. So I was like, oh, brown girl, what? But I don't, maybe. We don't know. But it's interesting because it's about after the fight with the Dark One and the Chosen Ones, their life after defeating the monster. And it just seems like it's gonna talk a lot about like mental health and things like that, but I also feel like some dark-ish is gonna happen again. And this is also an adult kind of urban fantasy book. Can you tell what I've been trying to gravitate towards? Can you tell? And that light's shining because the sun knows where it's at. This is one that's like has been sitting on my shelf that I'm like, I need to get to you. Oh, but it's so big and I have so many big books in this collection of like books that I've hauled recently, like just in this haul. And then I also got Priority of the Orange Tree. Let me know if you want to see my Kindle purchases too, because I've been going crazy on that. Because you know, $2 books, I literally got Priority of the Orange Tree for $2. Like, who do I think I am? Getting sidetracked. Let's get into the last book of the book haul that I got for graduation. And that is The Kingdom of Back. So this is by Mary Lou, and I'm gonna try and read this for the Asian Readathon. So that's this month, we could see. I'm gonna definitely try. And it is I Am the Sister, the Other Mozarts, and her story is mine. So I believe it is just the story of Mozart's sister, and I believe she wrote a lot of the music but didn't get any recognition for it. Something like that. Sounds very Me Too, but then like also sounds very magical. So it, like, just the cover implies magic to me, like kingdom magic. You see what I see? So I might be horribly wrong. So I don't really know too much about this, but I've heard a lot of great reviews about this, and it's just a stunning book, and I'm selfish and I wanted it. Okay, so now the next stack are my Switch games, and there's a lot of them. I'm so grateful. Been saving up a long time for this, and my parents and family really helped me to get the things that I've been just dreaming for years. So let's talk about each of these games very briefly. And obviously, new to the Switch, I got a lot of beginner friendly games and games that I knew that I would be interested in. I also asked you guys on Twitter, what games do you recommend? So yeah, let's get into it. The first one being Mario Kart Deluxe 8, obviously. So I definitely had the Wii growing up, played it with my brother. I had the GameCube, and we played this all the time. I'm still not very good at it. Just being honest, I'm not, but I'm gonna get better at it. And I also love that you could go online and play with other people. So yesterday I played with my brother, so it's so fun. It's very much, all of these Wii games or Switch games are so expensive, so yeah, do your research first. This one is like an obvious to me because I loved it growing up and I love playing it by myself. Like, racing games in general are just fun. So yeah, definitely something that I really wanted and I'm so happy to have, and I have been playing it. This next game is also an obvious, so obviously Mario Kart, so you have to have Smash Bros. Yes, so it's Smash Brothers Unlimited, so this is the latest version for the Switch, and you can also play online with this and challenge people and your friends to battle online. But I also do like battling robots, especially because you can put them on the easy mode and then you could crush them. And guys, in case you were curious, I always play Kirby. Yeah, I always play Kirby. I'm that person. It's because I'm not good, but Kirby has like unbelievable like powers and can easily kick butt without the skill set of some of the other fighters. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. But I'm a Kirby fan, man. I stand. The next game I got because of a recommendation on Twitter that said that this is like a Studio Ghibli movie basically, but in a video game, because Studio Ghibli made the cutscenes. Okay, so the game is Ni no Kun Wrath of the White Witch. So as you can kind of tell, the art style is Studio Ghibli-esque, and the cutscenes are breathtaking. I immediately started playing this game. This is the game that I was the most excited for, but I do have to say I'm 2 hours in, and the game itself, like the playing of it, a little boring. But the cutscenes are so pretty. They're so stunning. There's like 2D that it looks like as if you were watching a Studio Ghibli movie. So gorgeous. But I say there are so many cutscenes, and it takes a while for the plot to happen, and it's like super easy game. You have this guy telling you basically everything you need to do. There's no like wandering around like, oh, what do I have to do next? There's a map with a star. It tells you exactly where you need to go, what you need to do, and it literally can take 2 seconds to complete a task. Like, it's really easy. So if you're like a super beginner and you're just interested in like an interesting story that has really good animation, I would recommend this. But don't play it if you want like a game that's actually like hard and stuff and where you have to fight monsters, because literally in the fighting rounds you just hit attack and you like press A like 3 times and it defeats the monster. Okay, the next game I wanted was also another recommendation online, but then I decided to get the first one. So it's Fire Emblem Warriors. So this is just a fighting game, so I definitely wanted to do more fighting games, so something like Smash Brothers but more with a story actually, you know, where you can kick ass but then you also have a plot with some tasks in between. I haven't started playing this, but I would definitely keep you abreast about how it goes. Yes. This next game is probably the game I'm second most excited for, because it's so fun. It's Just Dance. I've wanted this for so long. Ever since my family got a Wii, I was like, we need to go Just Dance, Just Dance, because it's fun. Like there's no words. You get the controllers and you just dance. So it's gonna Just Dance. It's just fun, and this is a game I'm totally gonna end up playing by myself in my room, which is acceptable because I just want to have fun. And you know what? No one's gonna stop me. I'm so ready for this game. The next game I played at my brother's house. Everyone loves it. It's like such a talked about game, and I'm excited to play it. I'm a little nervous because I know it's like an open-ended world and there's like endless amount of tasks, so it's like seems like a daunting task. But the animation's cool, the story's cool, and I played it and it is fun, and there's actually one, like, it just has a lot of fun tasks. So if you don't know, it is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That was my video game announcer voice. I hope you enjoyed. But yeah, so it's an open-ended world, a bazillion-1 task, and I played this before with my brother, and I knew I wanted it because it's just one of those fun games where there's just a bunch to do, and some fighting and some not fighting. So yeah, looking forward to it. So the last game I got was Pokemon Sword. I love Pokemon games. I know the reviews are kind of hit or miss on this. I haven't started playing this yet, but I just love like the tournament battle style. I know it's kind of simplistic for some people because it's like you attack, I attack, you attack, I attack, but I kind of like those formulaic games, and I just like Pokemon in general and collecting Pokemon and seeing them evolve. It's just such a cute process. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, and I definitely can review these games more in depth in a later video if you guys want to talk about it. And yep guys, I did not get Animal Crossing. I'm not that person who wants to cater to an island. So yeah, I'm sticking to these games. This is such an amazing, like, I have content for years now, and I'm so happy and so excited, and I've already started playing a few of these games. I literally got the Switch like 2 days ago, and oh, I'm so happy. And my reading is gonna totally get diminished because of all these games. Oh, but I look forward to it so much. So that's all the fun stuff I got for graduating college. I'm a theater major graduate. I have a BA in communication and fine arts. I feel fancy AF. But yeah, so I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like this haul. I know you guys tend to like my haul videos the most out of all of them, so I appreciate you guys for sticking around to the very end, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.